And welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Ali LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Plumlee out there with Williams. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Ball in at the 2. And for Miami, out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. Well, for both teams, it's game 1 of the NBA Cup. A chance to start strong in this group stage.
Remember, the group stage is just 4 games, so every game is huge. I expect both teams to come out with a little extra effort. It just means more than your average regular season contest.
Now, here's Wiggins. Right side, Adebayo. Good D by Williams. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Pelicans. Plumlee sets the pick for Sexton to the inside. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Sexton.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now, here's Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen on Ball. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, Adebayo makes his living on the interior. He's so dangerous close to the bucket.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Ali LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Kevin, back to you.
And Ali, thanks so much. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Mitchell passes to Ware. Out to Powell from the arc. Miller grabs the miss. Right side, Sexton. Mitchell with the steal. Pass to Powell. Outside, Adebayo. And the layup's good off the glass. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Mitchell kicks to Powell. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. For the 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
In the Miami front office, Stan, hinting at personnel and philosophical changes after last season.
Well, when you win 37 games, there's obviously cause for change. And the Heat are never complacent, Kevin, and they've got no interest in full-scale rebuilds.
Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by the Heat. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And so Powell will bring it up for Miami. It's a 5-point game. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Hornets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Miller. Plumlee with a screen on Wiggins. Miller finds ball. Back to Miller. And stolen by Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now Sexton. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Outside, ball. It's Miller on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Williams for 3. And again, the Hornets missing. Miami's on 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Back to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Adebayo. Just 4 to shoot. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Colin Sexton. Good season for him last year. Averaged 18 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Plumlee with a screen on Powell. Ball, the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
The Heat trail by 3. Mitchell outside. In deep. Here's Adebayo. And there's another one for the Heat. Here's Ball. 38 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Foul for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass the ball. There's Miller with the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Powell sends a screen for Adebayo. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Charlotte trailing. Now, here's Sexton. Outside, Ball. Great D that time from Powell. Miami's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Miami.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Well, we've seen Norman Powell be a starter averaged 20 for a season. He's also been a sixth man of the year candidate. No matter his role, Norman Powell's a guard who produces at a high level.
And it's Williams. That time the assist by Sexton. Williams has got it all tied up now for Charlotte. And Miami shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Sexton, an aggressive scorer, and Stan, he can get you 20 on any given game.
Oh, he certainly can, Kevin. This guy can score in bunches. I think what's improved for him, though, is he can also make plays for others. This is not a guy that can only score.
Now Miller, following Davion Mitchell's three-point attempt. And Ware pulls it down. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Charlotte, defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
And it's the Heat with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte, here's Adebayo. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Miller. That shot missing. The Heat trailing. Wiggins with it. Guarded now by Sexton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
No good on that one. As these early games, Coach, bring in a variety of new opponents. Rosters definitely get put to a test, don't they?
They sure do, Kevin. Every team hits you in a different way, and you've got to develop the proper counter punches. That's something that has to be focused on in these early games.
And the Heat making a change here. Larson's checked in. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Ball's knocked loose. Wiggins left side. Trying to find Ware and gets it to him. Outside, Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Knipple. Sweet move, and it's good on the way in. And the Hornets lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Powell. He had 16 points in the win against Denver. Outside, Adebayo. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, he's really off. He needs to stop forcing things and move that ball.
Outside, ball. Here's Knipple. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Larson. Charlotte moving the ball around. That's tipped. Powell, no one around him. He nails it, and we're tied up.
So much confidence from Powell. Shot ready off the pass.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Mann, guarded by Powell. Here's Miller, and Adebayo sends it back. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Heat shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. A different look for Miami. Nikola Jovic has checked in for Khalil Ware. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Jonas in for Andrew Wiggins. Charlotte also making some changes. Diabate's checked in, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Brandon Miller.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Pass to Knippel. The tray. It's rebounded by Jovic. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Hornets with the rebound. Outside, Green. Now here's Connaughton. Now Mann. Jonas grabs the rebound. Pass to Jaquez. Takes a 3. The shot comes out. Here's Knippel. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Hornets on top, up by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Charlotte.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
The Hornets with the lead. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Fontecchio. Then there's Jonas. And it's Jovic in at the center position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Mann. 5 to shoot. Pass to Green. The 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Larson. 8 points his last outing. 3-pointer. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. From about 19 feet, Larson with the rebound.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And yes, it's good.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Larson. Still without a basket. It's good from the top of the key. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mann with it. That one, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Jovic. It's good from long range.
Well, we see this more and more nowadays from big men like Jovic. Great touch from deep.
Now, Mann. Pass to Knippel. Jaquez with the steal. Here's Jonas. Started by Green. Here's Jovic. On the wing, Jaquez. Shoots over Connaughton. No good off the front iron. Here's Knippel. Banked in off the glass. Knippel's got 5.
When you see him out there, Knippel's frame is impressive, especially for his age.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams had been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Grant Williams is checked in for Pat Connaughton. LaMelo Ball comes in for Josh Green. And it's Colin Sexton in for Trey Mann. Powell against Ball. Mitchell looking it over. Floats it up for Wiggins. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still scoreless.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Jovic. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Diabate's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Got a piece of it. In the corner, Knippel with it. And the shot goes down. And now a 5-point Hornets lead.
Quite simply, you need to run Knippel off his shot. He's too good with the catch and shoot.
Here's Mitchell. Powell outside. Back to Mitchell. Wiggins outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
The Heat shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Free throw good, Wiggins. You know, Wiggins affects the game, Coach, in a number of ways. And let's begin by talking about his defense.
Great place to start with Wiggins, Kevin, because I think that's the strength of his game. He is long. He can really move his feet. He's got great discipline and focus. And the biggest thing you can have in any defender, he's got great want to. This guy wants to go out and make it tough on the best players in the game.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Now Sexton following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Knippel wide open, and he fires. And again, the Hornets missing. The Heat trail by 4. Jaquez with the screen on Sexton. Jaquez outside. Pass to Mitchell. Powell outside. 4 on the clock. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Powell's got 7.
Well, what I like about Powell is that he takes what's available. When you give him these mid-range J's, he's more than happy to fire away.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Hornets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Hornets 4th.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laforce.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. And it's all evened up. He's got 9.
Well, I'll tell you, Powell can score just about any way he needs to. Contact does not bother him.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Charlotte. To the right side. Pass to Knippel. Shot clock at 5. And the Hornets miss again. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Charlotte's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
So a moment now to see the story on Davion Mitchell. Last season's performance for him averaged about 8 points a game last season, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
Here's Ware. After the basket by Charlotte. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's Ware. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Charlotte in the lead. And here's Sexton. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice pass by Sexton there. I like when he looks to set up his teammates.
Now, here's Mitchell. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Ware. Inside, Adebayo. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now, here's Sexton. Covered by Mitchell, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, Sexton likes flexing on the defense from time to time. Great job scoring through contact.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Miller's checked in for the Hornets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Yeah, Adebayo had an NBA body right from the start, and you get the sense he's no stranger to that weight room.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Free throw good, Adebayo. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
The Heat trail by 6. Has to Ware. Back to Mitchell. Powell kicks to Wiggins. Down low. Out to Powell. A 3-ball. The Hornets pull it in.
And they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Sexton. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
There's a screen. Wiggins with the bounce pass. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Adebayo being aggressive there. Quick release on the catch and shoot.
Here's Ball. 13 points in the game. Pass to Knipple. Here's Wiggins. Ball with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Sexton dishes the ball. Plumlee with the screen. Ball, the pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Off target from the baseline.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. No good from outside.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now, here's Sexton. 7 points in the game. Pass to Plumlee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Hornets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat. They trail by 6. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Ball. 13 points in the game. Pass to Miller. And here's Plumlee. Now, here's Ball. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Larson. Heat moving the ball around. Fader on the way. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Adebayo.
Well, you know what Bam's going to give you on defense. But when he's clicking on offense like this, such a bonus for this team.
29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Plumlee, no luck. The Heat shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Mitchell against Sexton. Pass to Larson. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. There's a good screen. Lets it go with a 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. Brandon Miller out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Ball. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Sexton in at the point. 8 feet away. Great D that time from Powell. Miami trailing. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Back to Wiggins. Out to Powell. Adebayo the screen for the lead. And stolen by Sexton. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
The Heat shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Powell finds Adebayo. Powell sets a screen for Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Miller grabs the miss. Hornets leading by 4. And here is Ball. Williams, a screen on Powell. Outside Williams. And here's Miller outside, and no good that time. Wiggins with some nice D. And Wiggins throws it down.
I mean, how about the slam from Wiggins, showing off some of that athleticism there.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Ball, the pass to Plumlee. Outside, Sexton. Plumlee with a screen on Mitchell. Outside, ball. Just 5 to shoot. Williams for 3. Great D that time from Adebayo. Ball against Powell. And it's Adebayo in the corner. For the tie, he takes it up and lays it in. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for Miami.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell against Ball. Stood on the wing. 7 points in the game. Back to Ball. Got a piece of it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Mitchell against Sexton. Powell for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got 12.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Hornets trail by 3. Ball with it. 13 points in the game. Over Powell. Ball with the bucket. 15 points in the game.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Pass to Powell for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Now, here's Sexton. Back to Ball. And here is Williams. He's guarded by Adebayo. Ball. Again, Ball missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Powell. He's got 15. Pass to Adebayo. And again, Miami with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Now we get a chance to check out LaMelo Ball. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged 25 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
Now here's Plumlee. He's got 7. Shot on the wing. That shot is off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Powell inside. Working on Plumlee. Powell. That's good. And it's a 7-point Heat lead. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wears.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Count that bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass the ball. And they get it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
He's about as smart a player as you'll find. LaMelo going to the up fake to earn the trip to the line.
For Charlotte, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
First one falls for him.
And one of the true showmen in the league, LaMelo Ball is so much fun to watch. He can do anything with the rock and is always looking to make a highlight reel.
Ball hits them both. The Heat leading by 7. Powell outside. Back to Mitchell. And stolen by Sexton. And here they go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
That free throw good from Miller. The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat leading by 5. Mitchell passes to Ware. Now here's Adebayo. There's the pick. Shot from 12. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back over to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And here's Adebayo following LaMelo Ball's 3. Adebayo finds Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Back to Adebayo. Here's Ware. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Ware's got 7.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
Ball with the bucket.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Larson. Now Adebayo. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Larson. And again, it's Miami with the 3.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Mitchell against Sexton. Outside, Ball. On the wing, Miller. Pass to Plumlee. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. On deep, Adebayo. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Miller. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Ware kicks to Wiggins. Adebayo with a screen on Ball. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Ball. 23 points in the game. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Larson. Here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Williams. And he gets it to go. Adebayo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Sexton, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Williams. 3-pointer. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. Fires for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. And it's a 12-point Heat lead.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Now, here's ball.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
That free throw, no good. And the Heat with some changes. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Khalil Ware. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Yaka Jonas in for Davion Mitchell. And then for Charlotte, Diabate's checked in. And it's Knipple in for Williams. And the second free throw, good. Miami leading by 11. Here's Yaka Jonas. Still yet to score. To the left wing, Larson. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Miller outside. Here's the screen to the paint. Deflects the pass. Jaquez with the ball. Defended by Knipple. Good. Adebayo's got 16 here in the second half.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, here's ball. Guarded closely. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. Jovic passes to Larson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Yaka Jonas. He's covered by Ball.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Man passes the ball. Charlotte moving it around. Back to Miller. In transition, here comes Miami. Jaquez with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 21.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Ball. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to man. 6 to shoot. Pass to Knipple. To halt the run. It's a hand on it. Here's Diabate. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Diabate's got his first points of the night. The shot missing. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Miami Heat. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Norman Powell. Also, Yaka Jonas out there, and it's Jovic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Jaquez the pass to Powell. Count it. Powell's got 12 points here in the second half.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Now Ball. Pass to Connaughton. Back to Ball. Great pass to set up the lay-in. That's 28 points for LaMelo Ball.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
Powell outside. Here's Jonas, defended by Man. There's the screen. Shot, high post. The shot by Jonas, no good. Hornets trail by 19. Man passes to Connaughton. Back to Man. Outside, ball. In the corner, Knueppel with it. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Powell against Ball. Now here's Powell. D right on him. Pass to Jovic. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Ball's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Diabate. Now Man shoots over Jonas. Here's Diabate. Miami grabs the miss. Larson's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Jonas. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Khalil Ware's checked in for Miami. Plumlee, he's checked in for Charlotte. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Jonas. They set the screen. Hawkins finds Ware.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Man. There's the three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 14 rebounds.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Man. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Larson. Sinks the triple. Larson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
The Heat leading by 17. Powell in the high post. Ware. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Diabate. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Heat have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Powell, the pass to Wiggins. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. Plumlee, he's checked in for Charlotte. And here is Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. From past the arc, the offensive rebound. From outside the arc, that's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his third assist on the night. Now, here's Sexton. On the wing, Williams. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Powell. Here's Ware. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Sexton. Following the score by Miami. And Plumlee kicks the ball. And here's Miller outside. Good on the triple.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
Mitchell sets the screen for Adebayo. Wiggins passes to Ware. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Miller on the wing. It's Williams, high post. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
And here are the Heat now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Mitchell dishes to Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. He gets it in there. 34 points for Bam Adebayo.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Hornets trail by 16. Williams, a screen on Powell. Ball kicks to Williams. No good on the triple.
He may have had too much time to think about.
Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Powell outside. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Sexton with it. Miller outside. Outside, Ball. Williams has a screen for Ball. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Heat leading by 14. Mitchell up top, defended by Sexton. Wiggins, a screen on Ball. Powell, the pass to Wiggins. Powell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On deep, Adebayo. Traps in the tray. Adebayo's got 37.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. This one for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
14 feet away. Miami grabs the miss. And the foul called on Grant Williams. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Ware. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell.
And the passion Sexton plays with is so impressive. When he gets after it on defense, this kid is fun to watch.
Ball kicks to Williams. Sexton the pass to Miller. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. The Heat leading by 14. Powell outside. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Wiggins. Plumlee with the steal.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Miami's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Powell with it. Williams picks him up. And there's the dunk.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Now Miller takes the 3. That one is off.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
The Heat leading by 14. Plumlee with the steal.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now, here's Mitchell. Now Powell. What a finesse finish on the lay-in.
Well, it doesn't take much for Powell to catch fire. And when this happens, there's little you can do to stop him.
One shot.
Hornets trail by 14. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. It misses.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Now Mitchell. Adebayo outside. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Here's Kneppel, guarded by Powell. Here's Green. Down it goes for 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Powell outside. The 3 is off. Green taking his time here. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game. So they're off to a strong start.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.